Hello, my name is Specialist Elliot Valdez. Today we are here at the 4th Infantry Division's Memorial Rededication Ceremony happening on Cameron Field right here at Fort Hood. This ceremony is to remember the warriors who made the ultimate sacrifice. Soldiers, family members, and friends join together to remember those whose names now grace the Division Memorial's Wall of Honor. Major General Jeffrey Hammond, the commanding general of the 4th Infantry Division, spoke to those gathered to honor the sacrifices made.
This morning we memorialized 113 heroes, all who lost their lives during our tough 15-month deployment to Baghdad. There's 112 men, and there's one woman whose names are etched on the walls behind me. You should know that this memorial also contains a total of 432 soldiers, airmen, and civilians, which represents 10% of all those who have lost their lives in this war on terror since our entry into Iraq.
The memorial was funded and built by the Central Texas community through donors and donations varying from soldiers to private citizens and to gifts from small businesses and corporations. The Command Sergeant Major of the 4th Infantry Division, Command Sergeant Major John Joya, says this represents not only the 15 months in combat, but the 4th Infantry Division's involvement in the entire Iraqi theater campaign.
Well, I think today was the culminating event after a 15-month deployment. Kind of puts the period at the end of the sentence. There's closure today, probably for a lot of families. This memorial that stands behind me not only represents our 15 months in combat, but the division's involvement in the entire Iraq theater campaign. I'm sure there were some families here that were from soldiers that were lost in previous deployments as well. It reminds those families that their loved ones who paid the ultimate sacrifice, it wasn't for nothing, rather. And all the soldiers that you saw here today that wear this uniform, it reminds them of how big the cost is and what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Although the 4th Infantry Division headquarters is scheduled to move to Fort Carson, Colorado later this summer, the memorial will remain and continue to honor the fallen comrades long after the division departs.
Well, I think it's twofold. Number one, for everybody that is memorialized on this memorial behind me, families know that this is where they can come. So to pick it up and move it to Fort Carson is, it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. So the plan is we're going to leave it right here at Fort Hood. When the division cases its colors and moves to Fort Carson, the only thing we'll do is we'll replicate the actual statue of the kneeling soldier with the girl, and we'll put that at Fort Carson. But what you see behind me will stay here, enduring on Fort Hood for all those families that know they can come here to pay respects to their fallen.
Reporting for the 4th Infantry Division Public Affairs Office, I'm Specialist Elliot Valdez, Fort Hood, Texas.